Does it ever feel like she's completely over you, but something just doesn't add up? She says she's moved on, but her actions tell a totally different story. If you've been getting mixed signals, you need to watch this. Today, we're diving into the 7 secret signs she's still thinking about you, even when she's trying her best to hide it. These are the subtle clues most people miss, the little breadcrumbs she leaves behind without even realizing it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you stand. Let us get right into the first and most powerful sign. Her indifference is way too intentional. Think about it. When someone genuinely doesn't care, their indifference is effortless. It's just ... there. But when she's putting on a show, her not caring feels like a performance. She might go out of her way to ignore your message for exactly 3 hours, or make a big deal about how busy and happy she is on social media right after you post something. This isn't real indifference. It's a carefully constructed wall. She's working so hard to look unbothered because deep down, she is very bothered. Her silence isn't random. It has a pattern, and that pattern is designed to send you a message that she's fine, hoping you'll see through it. The second sign is that she randomly reappears in small, subtle ways. This is the modern version of a thinking of you cart, but way more cryptic. You post a story, and suddenly, her name pops up in your viewer list at 2 in the morning. Or you scroll through your old photos and see a new like from her on a picture from 6 months ago. What does that even mean? It means you were on her mind. She might even send a casual message that seems totally innocent, like, "Hey, I just drove past that restaurant we used to go to and thought of you." It's disguised as a random thought, but it's a deliberate act to re-enter your orbit, just for a moment, to see if you'll react. Sign number 3. Her friends know way more than they should. This is a huge giveaway. If you run into her friends and they get all awkward or weirdly quiet, it's probably because they just had a 2-hour conversation about you with her the night before. They might become overly friendly, asking you a million questions about your life. Or they might drop little hints she'd never say herself, like, "Oh, Sarah was just talking about that show the other day." They are her unofficial messengers, whether they mean to be or not. Their behavior is a direct reflection of her private conversations. If they're treating you differently, it's because, in her world, you're still a very relevant topic. Next up, sign number 4, she brings you up without even realizing it. Even when she's trying to prove she's moved on, your name just slips out. She might be telling a story to a group and say, "Oh, that reminds me of when we ... double quotes." And then she stops herself, realizing her mistake. Pay attention to how her entire energy shifts whenever someone else mentions your name. Does she get quiet? Does she change the subject a little too quickly? Or does she try to act overly casual, but her smile doesn't quite reach her eyes? These tiny, involuntary reactions are her true feelings leaking through the cracks of the facade she's built. She can control her words, but she can't always control her subconscious mind. This leads us to sign number 5. She quietly tracks your life. She knows things you never told her directly. Maybe a mutual friend mentions that you got a new job, and she says, "Oh yeah, I saw that, even though you never posted about it." How did she know? She's been asking around. She's been keeping tabs. She might not be directly engaging with you, but she's watching from behind the curtain. She's staying updated on your life because a part of her still feels connected to it. She wants to know what you're doing, who you're with, and if you're happy, all without ever having to admit that she still cares enough to look. Sign number 6 is a classic. Her emotions don't match her words. You might have a conversation where she says flat out, "No, I don't have feelings for you anymore." But her body language screams the opposite. Maybe her eyes get a little watery, or she can't look you in the eye when she says it. A huge tell is a flash of jealousy. If you mention you were talking to someone new and you see a flicker of annoyance or sadness cross her face, that's the truth. She might recover quickly and say, "Oh, that's great. I'm so happy for you." But that initial, unfiltered reaction is what matters. When someone is truly over you, the news of you moving on is genuinely neutral. When they're not, it stings, even if just for a second. And finally, the 7th secret sign. She hasn't fully moved on, even if she pretends she has. This often shows up in her own dating life. Her attempts to date other people might feel forced or performative, more about proving a point than finding a genuine connection. She might even let it slip to mutual friends that he's nice. But he's not. ... Double quotes and the unspoken comparison is, of course, to you. Another major clue is avoidance. If she actively avoids places, songs, or even friend groups that are tied to memories of you, it's not because they don't matter anymore. It's because they matter too much. She's avoiding them because they're emotional landmines. And she knows that stepping on one will bring all those feelings rushing back. True indifference doesn't require avoidance. It simply doesn't notice. So, there you have it. 7 signs that she's still thinking of you, hidden behind a mask of indifference. From her too-perfect silence to her friends' awkward questions, the clues are all there if you know what to look for. It's not about playing games. It's about understanding the complex language of the human heart when it's trying to protect itself. If you've seen a few of these signs, it might be time to consider what that means for you. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you make sense of a confusing situation, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into relationships and human behavior. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these signs you've noticed. See you in the next one.